welcome to episode 11.
I believe so.
11 of Kitten Knittin. We are your hostesses. I am Space Kitten 3000, and you can find me on Ravelry, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yes.
As that. Space Kitten 3000.
And I am Gallialvia. You can find me also on Instagram, Ravelry, and Twitter as @Gallialvia. I'll put that down here for everybody for both of our names. You can also find us as a unit at Kitten Knittin on Twitter. Most of what we post on our on our Twitter feeds also pop up on that as well. So if you just want to see us in one place, you can follow us at Kitten Knittin. Yeah, that's who we are.
And if you are a new viewer, welcome.
Yes.
I hope you enjoy. And if you're a returning viewer, hello again, and thank you for coming back and seeing us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So, yeah. Let's see. How long was our last? 3 weeks ago?
It's been about a month ago now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, our knitting, I think we talked about it last time. Our knitting is just kind of slowed down a little bit with the very hot summer months.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually really rainy today, and it makes me want fall. I had on a cardigan earlier because I was trying to summon the fall.
And we've had like May weather in August. It's been bizarre because normally we're in triple-digit Fahrenheit temperatures.
Yeah.
And it's not been that hot. It's been rather moderate and rainy. A lot of rain of late. We've actually broken like rain records this last month. So
I know. We haven't been able to mow our lawn, but it's like really nice and green. But it's kind of a jungle. We have somebody that comes and mows our lawn every week, and he has not come because it's been so rainy.
Yeah.
So it looks so pretty and green, but I'm like, I don't want to be the people in the neighborhood that has the long
Welcome
lawn.
to the jungle.
Right, exactly. So anyway, but yeah, I've actually, I didn't knit all last week until like Thursday, I think. And when I sat down to actually, I don't know, I was reading, and I wasn't even really doing any sewing. I was mainly just reading and stuff. And then I sat down to sew to watch TV, or not sew. I sat down and watched TV and started knitting. I was like, oh, this feels good.
Yeah.
Feels really good.
Found your groove again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I am very anxious for fall weather to start.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I will probably be into it a little more than I am now.
Absolutely. And I have just been all over the place with my knitting. I can't seem to focus on just one project. I keep bouncing everywhere, as you will see here in a minute. I've gotten not a lot accomplished on any one project, but I've done several projects.
Maybe you need to cast on something new.
I did that too. I did that too. I looked around earlier at my project bags and kind of went, you know what? I have so many project bags. I can just fill all these up with new whips.
Yeah.
Why don't I do that? So I ended up starting a new whip. And
oh, nice.
Yeah.
I know. I was wanting to cast on something, which I'll talk about later, but I had to do it with an acquisition, and I didn't want to cast that on until we did the recording so I could show it pre-whip.
Yeah.
So right after this, I'm going to cast on something else.
Yay!
I'll call you later.
I'll call you
later and tell you about it.
Hey, I just met you.
I'll talk to you guys about it later. So, what have you been working on?
Okay, so I have no FOs. As I said, I've been all over the place. Yeah, tell them about your
It's just real quick, because I talked about it last time. The Simply Splendid socks by Lucy Neatby. I was making the stripy and hot pink pair for my mom, and I finished them. And I don't have them because I gave them to mom already. But I did post a finished picture of both of them on the blockers on my Instagram, so if you're interested. But I had one done last time, and I had about half of the second one done.
Yep.
But yeah, I finished those, and my mom really liked them. She was excited, and she's like, I'm going to hand wash them. I was like, that's good. That's what you should do.
That's what you should do.
That's what you should do, so I'm glad. But yeah, I finished those, which was really good because I only have one pair of sock needles, which I think I need to get another pair because I really wanted to cast on a pair of socks, but I couldn't until I finished the ones for Mom.
So with that being said, have you seen the new the Chowgu shorties that are coming out? May have already come out. Grocery Girls were talking about it here. Oh, it's been a month or so ago. But Chowgu has some shorty twists that are coming out. That would be, I think, perfect for socks.
Yeah.
I
might have to check that out.
You guys help me. Were they the minis or were they just the standard size? I can't remember. But yeah.
I kind of played with the idea while I was knitting the ones for my mom. I almost just ordered another pair of sock needles, and I almost did the 9-inch circulars. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, just finish the socks and just use your double pointed. But part of me is, I mean, they're only like, I don't know, $9 or something for the little circulars. So it's not like they're really expensive, but I was like, well, if I don't need them, if I just need it kind of like put me into gear, like finish something.
Finish a
project. So you can like do something else. Sure. So I was like, because I will probably, if I got the new needles, I would have just started on my socks and I would have put the other ones off. Away. And so I was like, no, just finish the ones for your mom and then you can check something off your list and then you can...
You're so good about doing that.
I'm trying.
You're so good about doing that. I just keep buying more things for more whips.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Well, I want to cast on another shawl, but I already have 2 going and no. Not until I at least cast off one.
No more.
Yeah. But anyway, back to whips. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I went on to the FO sock.
So speaking of socks, we both have socks that we're working on. Mm-hmm. I have shown you my socks before, and I'm just going to kind of update you where we are. I've done the heel. So, okay, this was the earlier sock. Like this, and I only did the toe in a different color. Well, this one, I decided I'm going to have mismatchy socks, and I went ahead and did the heel in a different color in the toe color. Mm-hmm. And I will do the toe as well in it, but I wanted to kind of play with this color in the heel too, and, you know, if I get really into it, I'll maybe make another sock. I don't know. We'll see how much I have left over at the end. But
I bet you'll have enough.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm to turning the heel. I had been taking this with me, like just out and about and working on it whenever I was sitting and waiting on things. Mm-hmm. And now I'm to turning the heel. And since I've only ever done one sock, I don't know how to turn the heel, you know, just naturally. So I need to sit down with my pattern and do that. But that's where we are on that.
And that's lamb strings. I don't remember. It was her Winterberry set that she had at Christmas, but I don't remember what the colorways were.
Wrath and Visceral.
Yeah, Visceral's that really pretty purpley.
That red. Yeah, like
it's
burgundy.
So
yeah,
I like it.
So that's my socks. Show them your socks, Kitten.
And these are for me, and I'll make sure to knit them in the right length so I don't have to give them away to somebody or rip it out. These are my stripy socks. And this is mustache yarn, self-striping in the colorway Koi Pond. And I got this at DFW Fiberfest when we were there. I love these. They remind me of ice cream, like the Rocket Pops you used to get, even though Rocket Pops are red. And this is orange, but that's kind of what it reminds me of when I'm doing it because of the gradient. So this is my first one. This is as far as I've gotten. I'm actually going to try, since it's stripy, I'm going to try the Afterthought heel.
Oh, good for you.
So this is my 3rd sock, but I've always just done the Simply Splendid sock pattern. So but it wouldn't be self-stripe. Like the stripes would get messed up if I did it that way. So I'm going to do the Afterthought heel because that way you can pick up with whatever color you want and start doing the heel. So that'll be interesting. I think it'll be okay. I've watched several YouTube videos and stuff just to prep myself, even though I'm really not to that point yet.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I'm excited just to do, I mean, I like the way I have been doing socks. It's like easy now for me. But yeah. I'm interested to see how the stripy goes. But yeah,
so pretty.
I really like these. It's so pretty. I'm really excited. This is what I wanted to cast on. That's why I wanted to get done with my mom's socks so I could do these. Because I wanted another pair of socks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of my whips. My sockies.
So I posted on this previously earlier in the summer. This is the Breezy by Kristin Omdahl. It is something that I got from the Knit Crate here several months ago.
The yarn and the pattern.
The yarn and the pattern.
Knit Crate,
Yep. And it's a cotton yarn, so it's something a little bit different from my usual. I was hoping to get it done in the summer so I could wear it in the summer, but alas, I have not.
Oh, and it's kind of thick and thin, huh?
It is thick and thin. It is a little different. I really enjoy working with it. It's been my companion in my morning knitting of late, just because I wanted something that doesn't take a lot of thought, because I've been watching one of those Great Courses series, long story, but so I've been wanting to pay more attention to what I'm watching and less attention to my knitting. So I have gone back to this guy and have been working on it while I'm watching that Great Courses. And yeah, it's just been a nice little easy knit and purl kind of deal, and
you get some wear out of that too.
Yeah,
that's like something that you'll wear.
Yeah, for sure, because I like jewel tone stuff. So yeah,
it's definitely your colors.
It is my colors.
Yes.
What else are you working on?
I have 2 things. How many do you have?
I have 1, 2, 3 more things.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, I've been like all over the place in my knitting.
Okay, the other 2 are things that I talked about last time, but I've made pretty good headway on one in particular. So this is A Girl's Best Friend by Isabell Kraemer, and last time I only had the purple done. I'm all tangled here. Last time I only had the purple done. But now, oh gosh, guys. Let's turn it around. Now I have, I'm going to poke her in the eyeball.
Poke me.
Poke her in the eyeball with it. It's kind of hard because there's like 300 stitches on here right now.
It is so gorgeous, you guys.
But
she was showing me this earlier.
I have this done now. So, I love this so much. I love it. It's really fun to knit, and it's not really hard.
Is it baubles?
These, no, you do make baubles at one point, like your last section.
Yeah.
And for me, it'll be this green color will be my last section. You do make baubles. This is actually like making 5 stitches into 1 stitch. Mm-hmm. So that's how you get, and then you do like slip, knit togethers and stuff that make this kind of like teardrop pattern.
It's very pretty.
So if you watched last time, I had colors picked out already. And it was this purple and this green that you can probably barely see because I haven't used a lot of this yet. This is not the original, this like bauble-y section, teardrop section, is not the original yarn that I had planned. Mm-hmm. I was going to do my Madeline Tosh soot, which I have with me. But I'll talk about that later. And I actually did, when I got to this white section, I started knitting with soot, and it just didn't go. It went with the purple, it did not go with the green. No. It just did not look good. And I got my husband's opinion, and he was like, yeah, something's not right.
Jiving.
And so I was like, okay. And I had only done about maybe 2 rows of that at that point. I guess I can show the soot. But it's more of a white-based. What's this one here? I don't know. But yeah, it's got speckles, but it's like a white base. And this actually has way more color because this has like blues, a little bit of pinks and purples. But this has like every color.
Yeah.
It's got like all kinds of colors. And it just wasn't going with the green was the problem. So I was pretty bummed, but I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to my local yarn store and see what they have with the intention of replacing the green. But I brought all of the yarn. I bought this, my purple, and my green. And I ended up replacing this. Because the only yarn I could find that I felt went with the purple and soot was a blue, and that's not really what I wanted to do.
Right,
I didn't want to do a blue.
Just finished doing a blue.
I just did a blue shawl. So I found this, and let me grab I have the tag of what it is. So this is kind of an acquisition because I did buy it since last time, but that's the wrong tag. This is Plymouth Yarn Company, and it's the Happy Feet 100% Splash. No, just 100 Splash. I don't know what that means. It's 90% superwash merino and 10% nylon, and it's in the color Autumn. So that's what I replaced it with, and I think it goes a lot better. Like, a lot better.
Yeah. It's really pretty.
So I'm happy. And I'm making pretty good headway. I still have so much left, though. And there's almost 300 stitches, and it's going to get bigger as I go.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I really like it. I'm really excited about it. So I've been working on that pretty consistently. Yeah. So, because I've made a lot of progress, because I didn't even have all the purple done the last time we recorded. So yeah, I like it.
And I'm going to go ahead and pull out my Shusui Shrug and show you how much progress I have not made on it.
Oh no.
Well, I've worked on it some since the last podcast. But there again, it takes a little bit more of my mental presence to do it. So I've only done just a few rows since that time, but this is where we are on the Shusui Shrug.
You can definitely tell you've made some progress on it, though.
Yeah, I mean, I've made some. Just, I'm still in that first section, though, so.
Have your thoughts or feelings changed about your colors?
No. I've made peace with the colors, and as it's coming out, I'm kind of having fun with it. Mm-hmm. It's still not the kind of pop I was hoping for.
I think it's really pretty still, though.
I do think it's pretty. I do think it's pretty.
I know the point, or like, I don't know if point's the right word, but with brioche, you're supposed to kind of have like this
contrast,
a lot of contrast, but I think that it's still really pretty.
Yeah, in considering the original colors that was chosen for Susanne Sommer. Susanne Sommer is the creator of the Shusui Shrug, and I don't know if you've seen like the mint green and the light blue, but they're very similar in color. So it wasn't in the original pattern, or at least the original one that she presented, a high contrast design. So particularly because you've got the garter section, you would have a high contrast in that, and I don't know how well that would jive. So I've kind of made my peace. Yeah. I've kind of made my peace with the way the colors are coming out, and I think it's going to be fun regardless. And it is a really fun knit. I've got some errors here and there.
You can fix that later. You can just stitch that up.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that big a deal, but it's just like, what did I do there? I kind of yarned over it when I probably shouldn't have. But anyway, it's coming together, and it's just slow progress because I haven't been really in the mindset to work on anything that requires mental space. So that
you don't have any space for it.
I don't have any space for it in the mental facilities.
You got other things taking up that space.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm just having to kind of go back to some more basic patterns.
Yeah, that's okay though.
Absolutely.
That's why I like to have like a sock, or
Yep.
Before I was doing socks, like a hat or something. Yep. It's something you don't have to pay as much attention to.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, this is my other whip, and again, it's one that I talked about last time, and I stopped in the kind of beginning of a row, so oh well. And it's getting tangled, but this is the Frosted Leaves this is Silver Leaf by Lisa Haynes, but I think it's the Frosted Leaf. I feel like I wrote down the wrong thing because I get them confused.
We'll actually put a picture,
and we'll put it in the show notes as well.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say it was the Frosted Leaf, but then in my notes I have Silver Leaf, so I don't know. But it's by Lisa Haynes. And last time I had just started the bottom of like the leaf pattern. But yeah, I've gotten pretty far. You can see more of the pattern now. And this is with the Mrs. Crosby Squid Ink hat box is the base. This is sport weight. But yeah, I really like it. Here's the little, kind of has a garter, and then you do this for a while, and then it transitions to this big ribbed section.
And I don't know if you guys can tell as she's holding it up, but there's just the slightest hint of purple in this gray, and it's just gorgeous.
I love it. I love it. I just keep
gorgeous.
thinking of it with my black coat,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, it's going to be so pretty because it has that slight purple to it.
Yeah.
But this is a really fun knit too. I'm really fortunate with both of my big projects that I'm working on. They're both really fun, and I'm really enjoying working on them. If I probably spent more time on this, I would have it done fairly quickly because there's not as many stitches on the needles as my other shawl. Sure. It's just I'm loving that other shawl. Yeah. I'm loving it. But they'll both be done by fall, and that's
that's the end goal.
Yeah. So I can wear them when it's nice and cool out. Yeah. But that's all for my whips.
So I have 2 more whips left. Bear with me for just a moment. This literally just cast this on, and I think I'm going to have to redo it because I need to put it on shorties or something because this is just way too long. But this is from the Lemonade Shop. It is the
Rainbow Dream.
Rainbow Dream, thank you.
It's the color name.
Kitten got me this for my birthday, and it's pink, and it's got some rainbow in it, and
I thought it was going to be more purple.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be purple with the little rainbow specks, and then when I got it, it's very pink.
It's pink.
So, I mean, it's still really pretty, but it wasn't what I thought I was getting her. So
it kind of surprised me a little bit because Kitten knows pink is not my girl color. Purple is my girl color. And I love this, so, it is what it is.
You just have to find the right project for it, I guess. But I thought it was going to be a fuchsia purple. Yeah. Is what it looked like. Yeah.
And it looks very different in the picture, so I know why she did what she did and why she thought she was getting something different. But this I've cast on the Sockhead hat. Yes. I have cast on the Sockhead hat because with the little rainbow pops in this, it lends itself very well to knit patterns, and that's all the Sockhead hat is just straight knit. Yep, stockinette.
It's got a little bit of ribbing and then some stockinette.
Yep. So that's what this is going to go into, and it is the Sockhead hat by Kelly McClure.
Which is a free pattern.
Which is a free pattern on Ravelry.
And it's a mindless knit too.
Yeah, and that's why I cast it on
there's a bunch of stockinette, but it's good for if you are hanging out or if you want to watch a movie or TV.
Exactly.
It's good because you are knitting in the round except for the ribbing.
Exactly. So that's my other mindless knit, and here's my final mindless knit. I've been working on the long weekend shawl again. Cardigan, excuse me. The long weekend cardigan again. And I know I've said this is by
Isn't it by Patterns or something?
Yeah, it's Yarnspirations is what it's actually listed on Ravelry.
Okay.
So I know I've said it's by somebody before, and she does the Yarnspirations class. I don't know if she's actually the one. Caddy Melville Ledbetter. I don't know if she's actually
That's quite a thing to remember.
That initially did the pattern, and it's now owned by Yarnspirations. I don't know. This is my second arm. And as you can see, it is pieced together. So we'll get there eventually. But this is the second one. I did complete the first arm. I still have...
Because it's been 2 years?
This has made 3 trips to Canada with me. So yes, 2 years.
I want you to finish it because I think you'll be happy when you finish it because you've been working on it for so long. Yeah. But I think you'll wear it.
I think I will too. With this being my first...
and it will look so cute with that scarf.
Yeah.
Look, see?
Yeah. But with this being my first major project, I think I've said this before, so excuse me if I'm repeating myself. I didn't really block it correctly, so my gauge is a little bit off. So I think it's going to end up being huge, which is fine for an oversized sweater. It'll be great in the fall and winter.
It'll be nice that you can like wear long sleeve shirts and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So in lieu of wearing a jacket or something.
So it's going to work out just fine. I think it'll be a very cozy knit once it's done. I just need to get it done. But so I take this to Friday. I play Friday night D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, and I'll take this with me whenever I'm playing. I'll sit there and mindlessly knit on it because it's just a repeating 4 rows. It's a 4-row repeat, and it's pretty easy to remember what you're doing, and so I can kind of do it mindlessly.
How much do you have left? Just this?
No.
Oh.
I have to finish, the whole sleeve, and then I have a neckband which goes from knee all the way around to knee, and then I have 2 pockets.
So you're picking up stitches all around it.
Yep.
That's going to be a lot of stitches too.
Yep.
Because isn't that like knee length?
It is knee length, and it's going to be, a couple inches wide on either side, so it's going to be quite a bit left to do.
Talking about that, it's not encouraging to get it done. I'm like, oh gosh, it's knee length.
Yeah, no, and that's part of why it's taking me so long to get it done is just I've got such a slog. I've got such a slog left to do. But, I have started working on it again. I pulled it out from, hiatus, and
you worked on it when you were in Canada too,
I did
right?
work on it. I got a whole sleeve done whenever I was up in Canada, so or
that's pretty
right
good.
Before or right around the time I went up to Canada. But yeah, so I got some knitting done on it. It's a good thing. With that being said, we move on to, do you want to do acquisitions? Q? Mine is going to be a tie between Q and acquisitions. Like
we can do acquisitions.
It's, I'm doing both at the same time. So.
And we both have acquisitions.
We do.
I'll let you go first because you have more than me.
Okay. All right.
But it was her birthday, and also she took a trip. So she's got birthday stuff and just vacation stuff.
And vacation. Well, I spent my birthday money on vacation at the wool shop. So I went to a new country and I got yarn.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
I don't even have to go to a new country. I'll just buy yarn.
So Grocery Girls were doing a knit along for Canada Day in July through August, and you can visit their website for more details on that.
And we've probably talked about this before, but her husband's
is Canadian.
Yeah, he's Canadian. His whole family. Yeah. So that's why they were in Canada.
Yeah,
was to see family.
So I bought some Canadian yarn, Blossom and Fern Yarn Company. And this is in the Darling Sock, both of these in the Baby's Breath. So this is white with some hints of blue in it. And this is Velvet Plum.
Oh, this one's so pretty.
It's totally a kitten color.
And I kind of want a lipstick in that color.
Oh, that would be
Wouldn't that be pretty?
That'd be very pretty.
It's really pretty.
But I am planning on doing Adelia by Tanis. I'm going to butcher this last name. By Tanis Lavallee. Lavallee? Anyway, it's a cowl, and you can either do mittens or fingerless gloves, and I will do the fingerless gloves because we don't have a lot of call for mittens down here in the South.
And it's color work, correct?
It is color work, so that'll be my first foray into true color work. So that is what this is for. I also purchased while I was up there, let's squeeze down here, the bottom of my bag.
A Mary Poppins bag.
It is like a Mary. He's giving
yarn.
He's giving yarn. Unfortunately, I had to purchase all the yarn to get to it. So Shusui knits Seema and Silk Cloud. You guys know what this is for. Joj Locatelli is like a cloud.
I love this color too.
This is in the mineral colorway. I need to find more of this because the yarn shop only had half the amount of skeins of the Silk Cloud that I needed. So I am going to have to get online and buy more of this before I proceed. But
you might want to do that pretty quick or it's all going to be sold out because people are
everybody's going to have the
cloud.
So that's what this is for. Is I got a sweater's quantity of these guys. And then, but wait, there's more. So actually, I'm going to show this one last.
Okay.
The Andrea Mowry. Oops. This goes here. This goes here. Andrea Mowry released The Golden Hour this last month, and as per usual, I love all of her stuff and got on the train to cast on The Golden Hour. So when I went to my local yarn store, Mrs. Crosby loves to play carpet bag in steamer trunk, not carpet bag, steamer trunk.
Is that her worsted?
Yes, this is her worsted. In Sealed with a Kiss, which is probably a local colorway because that's the name of my local yarn shop. In African Gray. And I think this is chambray, a French chambray is what this is. And I was thinking about doing them in these 3 colors because this is the worsted weight and that's what the pattern calls for. Well,
you got a red, white, and blue thing going on.
I do have a bit of a red, white, and blue thing going on there. I found her carpet bag, which is 80% superwash merino, 20% silk, whenever I was there.
Is it worsted or?
It is not worsted.
Okay.
I think this is a DK.
DK.
And I just decided I was still going to do it anyway. So.
Is it single ply? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's single ply too.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the squid ink, like what Kitten has for
so
her project. Is just in a different base. Mm-hmm. This is the creme fraiche, and it is basically just a natural. Mm-hmm. And then this is the golden butter, and I just, for that golden hour, I was wanting to go with something a little bit more neutral for it. I'm feeling the neutrals, y'all. You guys, I got made fun of for saying y'all, totally innocently, like it was just
it's a southern thing.
It's a southern thing.
I grew up in California, or I was born in California, so y'all was foreign to me until I moved here when I was a teenager. Yeah. So I don't think it's really made it into my vocabulary. But I'm so used to hearing it that it doesn't even register anymore. Yeah.
So we have a couple of viewers from Australia, and I through the online community have kind of made friends with a couple of them, and yeah, Atomic Mom is her name. She totally made fun of me for saying y'all, so I'm gonna say it just for you.
Well, people, yeah, I'm sure people think it's adorable.
No, it totally is. It's funny. It's funny. So those, and of course I have the Rainbow Dream that Kitten got for me too. And last but not least.
And I got her some of the Tough Woolen's hand balm.
She did. Yes, she did. And
like the lavender lemon or something. I forget what it's called, but it's supposed to be the scent lavender and lemon.
Mm-hmm. It's in one of my knitting bags. I put it in like immediately. And I bought myself a knitting bag when I was up in Canada because you have to have maple leaf everything when you go up to Canada. So I bought myself another knitting bag because I need one like I need a hole in the head.
Well, you know. It's just more projects, like you said.
That's exactly right.
And you can which I will go ahead and talk about mine while we're on that subject, is that she was kind enough to get me a bag too when she was in Canada. And it's by Dragonfire Fiber Bags. And it's got little cats on it.
Hello, kittens all over.
Like lady and gentleman cats. It's so cute. I love it so much. And then she also got me, I have it on here, I just need to find it. Did it fall off?
Oh no.
Well, no, it would be in this bag if it fell off. She got me a little, there it is, see? She got me a little enamel pin. I don't know if you can see that. It's adorable. It's also on my Instagram. But it's a little kitten and she's tangled up in yarn and has some yarn in her mouth. And it's adorable. And this is from the Sexy Knitter, right?
That is from the Sexy Knitter.
Okay, yeah. So she was sweet enough to get me just because presents, because she's the best. And I love this bag. It is so cute. And then it has like the little lining inside is like, looks like little like yarn, tangled yarn. But isn't it cute? I love it. And I did have this on here, but I had everything like in a big bag to carry over here. And it fell off, but it's right here. It's so cute. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Is that all for your...
That's all for my... I
Okay.
went through all my acquisitions. Well,
Okay.
I did get something from the Sexy Knitter too, but I'm not going to show it. It's just one of those little tins that have all of your little notions in it.
Because she was doing a really good sale where I think she was like doing a different sale a day or something like that.
It was Christmas in July or something like that.
And her tins were like 50% off, and it's a really cute little tin, and it has like a cute little saying on it, and then it has like all your little things that you need.
So the one that I got was the one that says, I like to party. And by party, I mean knit and sit in my pajamas.
Yeah. So I will...
Maybe it says drink wine. I don't know.
I think there was one that said
I think it says drink...
Because
knits, drink wine,
I
and
think
sit in my
I sent one
pajamas.
to you on Instagram because I saw it and I was like, oh, this is really cute. And I forwarded it to you.
I think that's the one I bought.
Okay, I have a few acquisitions. Last time I was talking about how I wanted to do a fall winter hat, and I wanted it kind of neutral colors, but I didn't want black because then it would just look like I had a weird head with black hair. Anyway, I found what I was going to get, and it's lamb strings yarn, and it's Leaky Cauldron, which is double awesome because it's a Harry Potter reference. And it's beautiful. It's just what I wanted. It's kind of denim blue, but then it's got some kind of yellowy browns in it and some lighter blues, but it's so pretty. And I think it's going to be perfect for what I'm looking for.
It's a nice neutral...
without being like gray or black, because I didn't really want gray or black.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love it. And it's her Tra-La-La sock base, which is 75 merino, 25 nylon, and it's fingering 4-ply. So I was really happy. And this was what I was talking about that I wanted to cast on, but I wanted to wait until we recorded so that I could like show you. So it'll probably be a whip next time. Or maybe it'll be an FO if I'm really good.
Yeah,
really
maybe.
Good. And then the next one I got, I love the books Anne of Green Gables, the whole series. I read them when I was younger. And I've read them as a grown-up too, and I just still love them. I follow Hooker's Corner on Instagram, and I saw that she does Anne of Green Gables inspired colorways. And so I got Gilbert Blythe because he's precious, and I love him. And if you don't know, that's Anne's love interest in Anne of Green Gables. So this is her 3H Super Sock, which is 75% superwash wool and 25% nylon. There's 462 yards, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, again, like blues and kind of yellowy browns and stuff like that, which I guess I'm just like really into right now. And I love it, and I just love Gilbert Blythe so much, and I'm really happy to have this. It's so pretty.
Good.
And then the last little thing I got is I got this DPN holder, and it's little Harry Potter. So cute. Look. I love it. And this is from Pea in the Pod on Instagram, and she has an Etsy store. And she did, she got a bunch of Harry Potter fabric in, and so she had several of these and then different size project bags. And I didn't buy a project bag because, I don't know, I just didn't. But I wanted to get something because it was so cute in Harry Potter, and plus I really enjoy her on Instagram. She's really supportive in the community and stuff, so I just wanted to support her. But so I got this, and it's adorable. They're so cute. So yeah, I got that, and I love it. And that's all of my, acquisitions.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm very happy with my acquisitions. Yes. So, I guess that kind of leads into what's in our queue.
I talked about my queue because I did all of my acquisitions at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So you go on.
The hat with my Leaky Cauldron from Lamb Strings.
Which hat are you wanting to do?
Well, that's the thing.
I opened a can of worms there.
Well, okay, I wanted to do the Crosshatch hat by Cassondra Rizzardi. And then I thought maybe I just want to do the Sockhead hat.
I think it would look cute in that. A crosshatch would look really cute in that too, though.
I know, they would both be really cute. But, like, just this morning, for some reason, I was like, I think I might want to do the Sockhead hat.
Yeah.
But it has a pretty big ribbed brim, and I think I don't, because it's, like, the way they have it, it, like, folds up.
Uh-huh.
And I think I don't want it to fold up, so I just do a shorter brim. Because I just don't want to add that bulk to my forehead.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think I might do that instead. So we'll see.
Yeah. Guess we'll find out next time.
Yeah. So this, but I'm definitely doing it in this because I feel like this is just what I was looking for. I went kind of between this and the black cat. But the black cat is black and it has a teeny bit of gray and a teeny bit of green. Mm-hmm. And I really like that colorway, but I might save it for something else. I really like that colorway too, yeah. Because I really wanted something that wasn't black. So definitely going to do that. And then I was wondering what I should do with this. And I was like, socks. But then I was like, it kind of feels too special to me to do socks.
Yeah.
Even though it's just the name that brings like some sentimental like,
let me step all over you, Gilbert.
And so I wasn't really sure, and I'm like really, really liking doing shawls. Mm-hmm. That might be my thing now, shawls and socks. And then this morning, while I was putting my makeup on, getting ready to come over here, I was watching the Strings and More podcast, their latest one. And Jamie was working on, or she was almost finished with, it's called Spectrum by Joj Locatelli. Mm-hmm. And it's a shawl, and it's it's not a triangle, like when you think of triangle shawl, but it's like, it starts at a point and then it goes long, not wide, into a triangle, if that makes sense. And it's kind of striped, but kind of zigzaggy stripes. And Jamie did hers in very similar colors, so it almost faded. But then, so I looked up the pattern on Ravelry, and the picture for the pattern is actually like a navy blue speckled and a white speckled. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, I could use the Gilbert Blythe and, where did I put it? My soot, which I brought. Which I don't know. Yeah. I could use these. So this could be the white striped, and then this could be, it's more this than it is this. There's big, huge sections of this, like your non-stripe color. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking I could do these. So I might do that. Do you think they look good together? No?
I'm a little concerned with this having the pinky in it and not having any pinky in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, my eye for color is very different than yours, though.
Yeah.
So go with your gut. Because I like your color combinations and the way they turn out. So if you think it goes. And if
I don't know, we might just have to see. I think you start out with this color. So it might be one of those situations that once I get to the stripe and if it's not looking good.
Yeah.
I will go to the yarn store and never use this, apparently, because it doesn't look right with anything.
Well,
I don't know.
You had that problem with the X-rated, too, and you finally found something
that I gave to somebody else.
Well, and that might be what ends up happening.
But that is an option for me. Because I did like the Spectrum. I guess it's a shawl, I don't know, wrap or whatever. So I'll see how that goes. The only other thing, which I don't have the yarn for at all, and it takes 3 colors. I don't have any of the colors I would need, but I'm just kind of in love with it. It's called the Anissa wrap, and it's by Ambah O'Brien. And I can't even remember where I saw it. Again, it's a shawl or a wrap, and it's got like a solid section and then a striped section. Use 3 colors for it. And I love, 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 love it. And I actually love, like, if I could, I would knit the exact one for the product picture. But those yarns are from Indonesia.
Oh.
Which I found where you can buy them, but she doesn't have 2 of the colors anymore. She only has 1 of the colors.
Oh.
So I would just have to either buy 1 of the colors or just try to find something similar. Plus, it would take a long time, and shipping is quite expensive.
Yeah.
For 1 skein, it was $10 shipping.
Wow.
So I'll probably, but if I could just like find exactly that, I would do it in that, because it's kind of like a tan and black, and then one of the other colors almost looks like the tan, but it's actually a speckled that's striped with the black. So it looks like it's only 2 colors, but when you get really close with the stripes, you can see that it's 3. I really, really like it. If I buy any more yarn anytime soon, it will probably be to try to do that.
Yeah.
I think.
I really have to quit buying yarn.
Well, you were actually pretty good until your birthday stuff.
I bought that too when I was up in
one?
Canada. Yep. It's hedgehog fibers, sock yarn, in the Oracle, I believe. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oracle
I like that
colorway.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm probably going to try to do a shawl in it. I'm thinking if I can find a 1 skein shawl.
Ooh, I have one on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't have my phone near me, so I don't remember what it's called. But I contemplated using the Gilbert Blythe for that, so I'll show you.
Yeah.
And I'll link it in the show notes, because I don't know what it's called or anything.
Yeah.
But
We'll put it up here too whenever we figure out what it is.
But it is,
you know what it is.
It is only 1
even though we
skein
don't.
of fingering. And it's not like one of the huge shawls, of course,
Yeah.
because it only takes 1 skein, but it's really, really pretty.
Yeah, perfect. Because that's exactly what I want to use this for is...
And it'd probably be a quick knit, too.
Yeah. But I just really like the colors in this. And honestly, if they had more, because I think it'd be perfect for like a big honkin' single color shawl. But I'm perfectly happy with doing a 1. I knew it would be a smaller shawl since I could only find 1. But yeah, if they had more of this, I would have bought more, because I love this colorway.
It is pretty.
But anyway.
It kind of reminds me of X-Rated, except X-Rated had more white than the gray.
Oh.
But it kind of, it still had like the fuchsia and the green and stuff like that. It just had a lot more white.
Yeah.
So I think that's all.
That is, yeah. I've got, so Mrs. Crosby Loves to Play is actually going to...
Oh, yeah, I wanted you to talk about that.
Is actually going to be in town the beginning of September. And she is doing a dye workshop. So I have signed up to take that class. And we'll be doing some dyeing with her, which I am so excited and
That's
thrilled
really
to do.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, because I love her colorways. I think her colorways are absolutely stunning. Her bases are stunning. I love working with her yarns. So this is just like, I'm not going to say it's a dream come true, but
I saw it on their email for their events, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to send this.
Yeah.
to her.
No, she sent it to me, and I was like,
Yup.
yes, please. So I'm really excited to be doing this workshop. That is coming up. As you can see above me, I just recently did a workshop with Dawn Edwards.
I think we talked about that on the last one where you were going
Prepping
to do
for it.
Yeah.
So I have decided felting is not my medium. It is not my medium. But I still had fun doing that class. I had so much fun doing it, and I learned a lot. And I did some eco dyeing, which I don't have any of that in here. I actually needed to finish up a couple of projects. I've got 1 hat that's not finished, and I've got some eco dyeing that needs to be rinsed and dried back out again.
Did you like the eco dyeing
I did
better?
like the eco dyeing better. That was more my speed. But, I got to do this class with my mother-in-law and my mother, so it was really kind of a special deal to do it with both of them. And just a really enjoyable experience. So, but it is not my medium.
So you're not going to continue with felting?
I will not continue with felting.
No.
It's just, it's a lot of work, which everything that we do as knitters is a lot of work, but it was work that I didn't find myself enjoying.
Yeah.
So that's why I just say it's not my medium. My mother, however,
she loved it.
It is her medium. Of course, she was doing felting all spring long to get ready for this class.
Well, and you
really enjoyed it.
You had bought her fiber at
DFW Fiberfest,
yes, to use,
for felting, exactly. So, my mom enjoys it tremendously, and
what did your mother-in-law think of it?
She enjoyed the class. I don't know if it's her medium or not, but she enjoyed the class, and she will continue to felt.
Oh, will she?
Yeah,
okay.
I mean it's not like me where I'm just like, I know this is not my medium. I'm kind of done with it. No, she enjoyed the class, and I think she got something out of it, and will continue to felt, particularly. If she's with Kiki and the lady that did dyeing with us, that taught us how to dye, she does felting, and she was in this class with us and did some amazing work with hats. Her hats
she already had
awesome.
some experience though, but she really wanted to work with the teacher that was doing it, because she's I guess in that community she's very well respected and very well known. So I remember when we were doing dyeing with Kiki that she was like, oh my gosh, that's who's going to be teaching the class. Like, that's amazing.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
So that was a really awesome, like, once in a lifetime experience. And I so enjoyed that. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to dive in and do it, that was the way to do it. But
that's just not for you.
It's not
for
me.
But you know what? You tried.
No,
and it was a good experience.
Exactly.
And, there's nothing wrong, trying something new. You might like it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and with it being fiber arts, I figured, well, why the heck not? So, but yeah. So that's been kind of my news in the community for the last month is all of that. Do you have anything you want to talk about?
No, I've just been doing a little sewing and per usual. But nothing really, I mean, I made this a while back, so that's nothing new. Other than that, I don't think there's anything really that's been going on.
Oh, I did make another one of those, big roving blankets, for my sister-in-law. My mother-in-law bought some roving, and we did a little bit of an exchange, where I am not a big sewer. And I needed to hand sew some things, and I didn't want to do it. So we traded. I knit the blanket for her, and she did my hand sewing for me. So
that's pretty nice.
That worked out really awesome. She got the better end of the deal, but I feel like I scored for that one. So that's all that matters.
I did make this tote bag.
Which is a totally cool bag.
It's so cute.
Wah.
So it's got swans, and then I don't know, just this pretty purpley.
Yeah.
But I really like it, and this is actually my second one of these that I made. The first one I made also had swans because I like swans. It was a different fabric and everything, but it was too floppy because I didn't use. I used interfacing. I used fusible fleece, which doesn't have a lot of stability to it. It makes it cushy and kind of makes it feel nice, but it doesn't have a lot of stability to it. So I wanted something that wasn't so floppy. And I put a snap in this one, but then here's the little lining, and it has pockets and stuff. So I made this, and it turned out a lot better. Well, not a lot better, it's just more what I wanted. Because the other one is perfectly functional. It just doesn't have a lot of stability. It doesn't keep its shape very well. So I did this one, and I really like it a lot. So, and it's super easy. And, I made a enamel pin banner, which you can see on my Instagram, which I'm making gal one too. I just haven't sewn it up yet. But I've got quite the collection of enamel pins because they're really big right now. And they're really cute. And I was looking on Etsy, and they kind of have these banners like on a dowel rod with like yarn or twine or whatever, and then they kind of just look like a little flag. And I was going to buy one, and then I was like, wait. First of all, her mother-in-law gave me a bunch of black canvas, which I wanted a black one anyway. I was like, okay, I have all this black canvas, and then you only have to buy the dowel rods, which were like, I think I got 6 for like $2. So I was like, I'm going to try to make one of these. And I did. And it turned out really well. There's a picture on my Instagram, but I just have it hanging up above I have a standing jewelry box in my bedroom and I have it hanging above there. And so now all my pins are on there and they make me happy because they're all shiny and cute, but it's only half full. So I feel like I need more pins, which Gal got me one, so I can add that to my collection.
So I kind of laughed when you posted the picture of that, and you were like, "I guess I need to get more pins," and I was like, "Wow, you have one on the way."
Yeah, and it was actually really cool because I posted that, and then a local artist that I've bought some stuff at some conventions from her. She's like, "Oh, I need one of those," and I was like, "Well." She's like, but I don't have a sewing machine. I was like, well, I'll make you one. It's no big deal. I have the supplies. And she's like, well, I need like 3. And I was like, oh, well, 3. And she's like, let's just do an art trade. And I was like, okay, that's awesome. And so I ended up making her 3. She wanted a natural canvas. So I went and got the natural canvas and made her 3. And I got an enamel pin from her. So There's another one. So yeah. So that was really neat. But yeah, that's my... sewing so far, except I had a sewing mishap, but
they happen.
I had to throw it away because I didn't have enough fabric, and I cut 2 of the same thing, and I had to throw the fabric away and start again.
Wah, wah.
What do you do?
That is the nice thing about knitting is you can just rip it out and start over again.
Because I noticed, like, I had to do 2, but they had to be opposite, and I did the, like, front panels of, like, a cardigan, essentially, and I did 2 of the same side, which won't match up for your arms, because you have to cut them out for the arms. So I had 2 for one side, and I didn't have enough fabric to cut the other side. Yeah. So I just had to throw away the whole thing because everything was cut and I didn't have enough to make the other side. Oh, well. But you know what? The fabric I got was not as much as yarn that I've had that ended up not working out. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's a learning experience,
I
guess.
It is. So remember, you can find her at Space Kitten 3000. I am Galli Alvia. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and sticking with us for this hour. We really appreciate all the support that you guys offer us.
Absolutely. And we will see you next time. Happy knitting.
Happy knitting.
Bye.